Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're back.
Yeah.
Wednesday. The time, the place, the now is comics.
Comic day.
It's comic day. We're a couple less today.
Just one that really matters.
One that really matters. Well, two.
Not really. Just one.
You.
What?
You.
Just what?
Fuck you. Anyway, so our comic book store, they lost 2 of our comics during our order. So unfortunately we can't do Moloch number 2 today, so I'll probably have to do another one person review for that later.
Might as well stick with the theme with Moloch by yourself.
I guess, yeah, just sad. Whatever.
Aww.
You just
I
snort?
totally just
You
snorted.
just snorted. And I got that on camera too.
Yep,
You're done.
Totally did.
You're done. And we're also missing Birds of Prey, number 15.
Which doesn't really matter.
But isn't it supposed to be Death of the
I
Family?
don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I just read it.
Oh, see? It really doesn't matter.
I told you it doesn't matter.
See, I thought you were bad-mouthing, like, before Watchmen. You're like, only one matters. I'm
No.
like, fuck off.
It doesn't tie in at all.
Okay, yeah, I guess only one. We can't do Moloch number 2.
Yeah.
Enjoy the one time. You were right. Indiana Jones. So, that being said, we got 2 Death of the Families to go through today, and we're actually going into different series that Sarah doesn't normally read. Sarah reads the comics and tells us, for all you newbies, combo breaker.
Combo breaker.
And yeah, so we're gonna do Nightwing.
Nope.
No, we're not starting with it, but the 2 we are doing.
I heard you getting that.
See, you didn't let me finish. Women, you never let men finish.
Nope.
No. So we got Nightwing number 15 and Red Hood and the Outlaws number 15.
Yes.
We will be starting with Red Hood number 15 here.
Yes. And this is one of the few Batman titles that I don't actually read. Nothing against Jason Todd. I've just never really been a huge fan. I know enough about him to get by.
Yeah,
but
he's got his...
doesn't really interest me, so I don't read
yeah.
it. So when I found out that this one was tying into Death of the Family, I actually had to pick up the last issue so I knew what was going on. Otherwise I would have been completely lost. So this is the cover, and it's, you know, the standard Joker face.
The badass cover.
Over Red Hood this time. So the last one ends, and like I said, I don't read Red Hood and Outlaws, so I don't know who this person is. But Jason has a new girlfriend. I forget her name, but she's apparently some flight attendant that he met. I don't remember her name. And they go back to her place, have some happy fun time. He has a shower, he comes out of the shower, and she is passed on the floor. Looks like she's OD'd.
Oh, okay.
That's where the last one ends. And there's a news thingy coming up on the TV with Jack Napier talking to him, and it's clearly, if not he is the Joker, then he's tying in, then he's on behalf of the Joker.
You're speaking for him.
Yeah, and then he rips his face off, and hey, it's the Joker, and he killed her.
Nice.
So that's how that one ends. 15 picks up immediately after, cops bust into the place, and Jason he's literally just wearing a towel. He just came out of the shower. And he grabbed the shower curtain rod on his way out of the bathroom, so he has that as a weapon.
Okay.
Cops show up, Jason starts saying, look, this is a setup, she was forced an overdose, you need to do this, this, and this. And Harvey Bullock is actually one of the cops that are there.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, kid, seriously, you're wearing a towel. And this is when he opens up a can of whoop ass on all of them, wearing a towel. They do a very convenient placements of body parts
I'll just say you wanted to see
to
his
hide
penis.
other body parts.
You wanted to see it, but they didn't let you.
I don't really want to see his penis.
Now you know how I feel with Harley Quinn. But
You want to see her penis?
Totally.
Totally. There's one shot of him doing a really high kick, and that one is conveniently silhouettes. So he
Whooped ass.
kicks their ass, and the entire time he's inner monologuing about how he should not have gone to her house or her apartment with them because he put a giant tiger on her back. With Joker coming back for this entire thing. And when he's finished kicking everyone's ass, he goes up to Harvey Bullock and puts the curtain rod against his chin and demands his car keys. The cops take the chick to the hospital to see if they can revive her. And Jason jumps in Harvey's police cruiser and takes off to go find out what's going on.
Yeah.
And he's not actually wearing his hood. He's just wearing the red eye
his
thing that like Nightwing and
mask,
Robin usually wear.
Superhero mask.
And as he's driving, I didn't actually notice this the first time. I had to look at it again. He's inner monologuing about how he has to go to the Batcave and warn everybody what's happening. And Joker's actually in the back seat.
Oh,
and
I see. His eyes are there.
2 eyes and a big creepy grin, and he gasses. Jason says, "So predictable." But this is where Joker's face is in the back, and if you can see that. I didn't notice it the first time.
No? It's creepy.
It is.
I like that.
Very creepy. So he gasses Jason, and then it cuts briefly, literally just 1 page, to Carrie, Starfire, and Roy. Anarchy, I think is his name.
He's like Red Arrow.
Yeah. Speedy, aka Red Arrow, aka whatever his name is now. So Roy's fixing some spaceship from what happened in the last issues, and he's talking about fixing the ship and all the technical stuff. He actually says flux capacitator.
Okay. Whatever.
I don't know if that's actually a thing, but hey, I guess it sounds sciencey and it's Back to the Future, so
it's a win.
It's a win all around. Then we go back to Jason, and the first thing you see when you go back to him is a crowbar in the Red Hood helmet.
Nice.
Directly in the middle. And Jason's passed out beside it. And the very first panel you get of Joker is actually really fucking creepy looking.
Yeah.
His artist does a really good job of depicting Joker.
Yeah. He does look pretty badass.
He's creepy. And Joker's, cracking jokes, trying to make him laugh, quote unquote. And he's referencing how Joker tried to kill Jason once before and it didn't work. Jason improvised and he came back from the dead because he was...
He probably beat him with a crowbar, but he got out instead of being...
Well, this one is still... The New 52 is still sticking with the death in the family when Joker kills Jason.
Oh, okay.
So Joker, in sticking with the fact that he knows everybody is, he's saying, more or less, he's saying, I tried to kill you once before, but it didn't stick.
Oh, yeah, because you came back,
yeah.
So...
And now he's basically saying, here, try it again. This is the rehearsal, is what he calls it. And then Jason, all of a sudden, isn't paralyzed. Because he was studying under monks who put him through hell, including
slowing his heartbeat,
paralytic injections that whatever Joker injected him with is nothing to him. So
yeah,
didn't faze him at all. So he is unparalyzed, kicks Joker's ass, and finishes with holding the crowbar underneath Joker's chin, saying, "Let's end this now." And then the crowbar electrocutes him, and he passes out. And as Joker's just sitting there all covered in blood, he says, "You and me, same as it ever was, just you and me." So then we go to the hospital where his girlfriend, Jason's girlfriend, is at.
Recuperating.
Yep. And there's some EMT person there. It's telling Bullet that he doesn't care. Isabel is her name. He doesn't care who she is. There's no track marks or nothing. He doesn't see how she was overdosed if she has no priors of using drugs. So Harvey obtains her cell phone and calls the last number. He hits redial. And it turns out that it's Jason's phone.
Oh.
And Harvey starts talking into the answering machine because it picks up. He was saying, I figured this is the person in the towel that we met in the apartment. I want to figure out what happened as badly as you do. Give me a call. This is Bullock. And this is when we come back to Starfire and Roy. They're having super happy fun time in the bedroom. And Roy says that he just so happened to put a bug on all their phones that the spaceship can pick up on and flag if it sounds bad.
Yeah.
So they both heard this entire phone call. So they jump up, take off because Jason's in trouble. And they head out to Gotham. So we go back to Jason, who was just waking up from being electrocuted. He's wearing his Red Hood helmet this time. And he's in some kind of like concrete stairwell.
Okay.
Concrete hallway. And Joker's talking to him. And Joker's still referencing how he knows exactly who he is. And Jason's realizing that he's making this personal. Joker's not happy with what he did. So Jason looks at the ground, and there's a bullet casing, or
bullet shell.
Bullet shell. No, not the shell, but the bullet itself, but it's all squished.
Oh, yeah.
What is it? A bullet fragment is what he says. Picks it up, looks at it, and Joker says, now who's bluffing as to who knows who is. Because apparently when Jason was a kid, his dad got shot in the ass. Literally. And doctors had to pull it out. And he remembered staring at that bullet fragment.
Oh yeah, 7 minutes.
Okay. He was staring at that bullet fragment, wishing that it had killed him. Mm-hmm. And Jason's kind of realizing maybe he knows a lot more about him than he was letting on.
Yeah.
So he takes off running down the hallway, saying, I'm going to find you and kill you. And as he's running, he comes across, it's a mannequin woman, hunched over against a wall, and a little boy mannequin kind of in front of her. Jason gets pissed off, kicks it because it reminds him of his own mom, which of course Joker is talking about at the same time that he finds this. The mannequins are set up the same way how he found his mom when she died, because she died of an overdose.
Right.
I didn't know that. That was something that I found out in the last issue as well.
I don't know that either.
He trips over something, falls, and it turns out it's a first aid kit that he grabbed when he was a kid. So Jason says out loud to Joker, how do you know all of this stuff about me? Were you there the entire time, every step of the way? And Joker just is silent for a panel and says something like that. And then he says, what I lied to? We're practically family. Pulls a giant lever, and the floor underneath Jason gives out. He falls down a big concrete chute and is like bouncing off concrete
walls.
Jutting pieces of concrete on his way down.
Kind of like Blinko.
Yeah. Sure.
It's like human Blinko.
He crashes to the ground, and it just so happens that Red Robin, Tim Drake, is there too, laying on the ground. Looks like he's passed out. And we leave him for now, go over to Starfire and Roy, who arrive in Gotham, and they come across the Teen Titans. And
that's where it ends.
That's where it ends. Yeah.
Not too bad.
I enjoyed this one. I don't really care for Red Hood as a character, but this one was actually not that bad, because I learned more about the character, so.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of avoided it. I didn't like what they did to Starfire, so.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't follow that at all. I don't know much about her, but I like her hair. Her hair looks really cool because it's half on fire or something. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
It's not my favorite out of all of them, but it was still, for me, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not too bad for a first kind of, it's fun, we're still getting like first tie-ins to Death of the Family. It's been going on for a while. What would you say has been your least favorite? Catwoman?
Easily. Out of this tie-in, Catwoman was my least favorite. It did not make any sense at all.
Yeah, I could imagine.
This one was not that bad.
Not too bad.
Yeah.
Right on, so we got one down.
Yep.
We're going to do Nightwing number 15 next,
Yes,
but of course that's going to be a completely different video, because, Timing. So once again, I'm Kiriam Sparta.
I'm Sarah.
And if you had a good time here, hit that subscribe, like, comment, favorite, do all those fun things. I guess I don't really have to link up number 14 because we never reviewed it. So.
We are reading your comments and questions that people are saying. We just haven't had a lot of time to reply
to shoot a video for that,
a lot of them. So maybe in the future we'll have to do a video for some of the questions that we've been getting. So.
Yeah, just all of the ones that have been out so far for the past half a year.
Yeah.
We're getting to them now.
We've read them, we just haven't had a chance to get to them.
Exactly.
So we're not ignoring you, promise.
No, we're not. But tune in for Nightwing number 15. You know you want to.
Yeah, you do.
Have a good one, YouTube.
Bye.